The sky is clear. We probably got down a little bit below freezing last night, but at least we don't have any black ice out this morning. Even though there is still piles of, now we're getting snert or snit. I can't figure it out, but there's black piles of ice everywhere.
Yeah.
Morning. Oh, damn. What? Whenever we're walking here, I remember something that happened yesterday morning.
Nice.
Yep.
Whenever we're walking, you remember something that happened yesterday morning?
On my walk back, because we're in the, it's how these things work, Aaron. But because we left early, because you had postponed meeting until yesterday, I was walking past one of the twins and he looked up and saw me, and I think he thought he was late because we typically pass each other later in the day, so he started hurrying, which was like,
yeah.
He may have went up to about 1.2 miles an hour. That fucker walks real slow. But you know, I always think of like sloths. They get everything done, just really slow. But you have anything to say other than
I have tons of meetings today. I'm gonna have trouble getting anything done.
There's two people. He told me they're joining his team thing, but I'm like, but like the hierarchy in a way doesn't make sense to me because you're kind of the subsect of the entire department, but over here.
Yeah.
So when you say people are coming into your department, it's sort of like, but does that really matter?
It'll mean less kind of mundane work for me. It'll probably put me in more of a training role. And
so they're under you?
They're newer than me, and not to brag, probably not as skilled.
Well, did they pass your test?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think the test probably got scrapped.
Ah, it was probably too hard.
Yeah, but
how did your meeting go yesterday?
It went fairly well. It was not at all what I expected. The meeting was about the issues I've been having with one of my current colleagues. Kind of the consensus was, yeah, don't worry about it. He's going to be leaving soon. Interspersed with
you could say his name, right? It's Vasel. Yeah.
And interspersed with that was, by the way, you're doing really awesome stuff. So keep it up, and don't forget us.
Don't forget us? Like,
so one of my templates I had modified to take advantage of automation.
Oh, they don't want to be.
Vasel said, no, has to be this way. And everyone else is saying, modify the templates, but send them to us.
Gotcha. With as much ice around here and he's jogging, yeah, he's probably going to be okay.
Yeah, probably. It's perfect weather for a jog.
I swear to God. I swear to God. That was like, that was just quintessential bitchy Portland. That's the Portland that's not here. That's the Portland everybody thinks is here. I'm gonna warm up a hand real fast here. We got a lot of people at the Nike thing and a train going by, and my hand is turning to ice. Well, I wasn't able to get my, I turned it off, Justin. There was a cyclist.
It was amazing.
I know. There's a cyclist and he just bit it. Like he turned around a corner, it's a normal corner, and it just, you hear this little
as the bike split out from under him and then kept going. It was amazing. There must have been so much ice.
There wasn't that much ice. There isn't that much ice. It's the fact that he tried to ride a bicycle like normal. He basically did what cars do on black ice.
Well, but he slid.
The whole thing is with ice. He probably was just going that fast.
I don't think he was, but okay.
No, there probably isn't that much ice over there. It's just the fact that he was there's so much salt all over the place here.
I like it. I'm happy about the salt. As we were walking up, I saw the salt and thought it was ice.
There's so much salt.
Yeah.
Which is fine because you can put a lot of salt here because it'll just wash off and go into the ground.
And it's not like it's going to go into the ground and salt the earth, so nothing will grow because it's going to go into gravel.
It's not quite the same term. I mean, I understand it's the term, but that's not quite the same idea. This is, you gotta remember what a salt actually is.
Yes, but this is sodium chloride.
You sure?
95%.
Alright. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. I thought it was something less acidic.
It might be. I mean, I have been wrong before.
Something
does happen.
Mainly because I've done the same thing. I've taken like sheets of ice and stuck table salt on it, which is NaCl, and I've never It hasn't really done anything.
Yeah, I think rock salt is just really coarse ground NaCl.
I'm looking up road salt, not rock salt. Road salt.
salt.
Oh, it is NaCl. Sure doesn't taste like it.
It's not iodized.
Trust me, I've had non-iodized NaCl. Halite. Cubic. I probably could have picked some up and saw that it had cubic cleavage.
Yeah.
Fuck, now I gotta look. It's round pellets.
It's slimy.
I don't know. This might not actually be salt then.
Yeah.
This might be
could just be.
some semblance of non-polluting de-icer.
Yeah. Which.
Because these are all, I'm looking at all, they're all round.
Yeah.
Halite is not. Halite does not come round. Not that round. This is like styrofoam pellet round. I mean, they break, but
Yeah.
anything you want to say before I put my hand back in my pocket?
No.
All right. I think I have therapy today. I should probably check my calendar. Because I try to get it early in the morning. Okay, wrapping up today. I was gonna do a couple news briefs and my brain went dun, 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 and I was like, but wait, that's probably a copyrighted sound. Anyways, I can't seem to find any concrete information about that North Korean nuclear test, the hydrogen bomb. I haven't been around on this planet too terribly long, but from what I understand, North Korea has a long history of like, sure, that's cool. Hi. It's like, whatever. In terms of the Burns thing, the Oregon under attack, First of all, Oregon is not under attack. It's a wildlife refuge that was set up in 1908 under the direction of Teddy Roosevelt, who did the whole national park thing, put it, the federal government owned it before, and then said, by the way, it's a wildlife preserve now. 1908. 108 years ago. And now these people are like, give us our land back. And I'm like, do you have documented proof that you owned this land before the government owned it? To me, this isn't even about guns. People are trying to bring the gun thing into it. I don't care. This isn't about guns. They could have slingshots. They could have, swords. They had swords, it'd still be the same problem. They're occupying a federal building. I understand this federal building is probably not occupied in the winter because guess what? Harney County, the county, has 7,000 people in it. Burns is on our weather maps as the Oregon weather map when we get all the various temperatures from around the city. Do you know why Burns is on there? Because it's the extreme. Like, 92 in Portland, 93 in Salem, 96 in Pendleton, 110 in Burns. Or during the winter, it's like 32 in Portland, 31 in Salem, 16 in Pendleton, 45 at the coast, -16 in Burns. It's because it's an extreme temperature. There are people that live there. I don't even think they get the station, though. That's the thing. I mean, I thought, I kind of had the Portland arrogance about Oregon, and then I went to Medford for the Renegades game last year. And I kind of got a big old slap in the face. And ever since I've been talking to Dylan, who lives in Brookings, which is basically coastal Medford, I can't necessarily say that Burns, much like the rest of Eastern Oregon and South Oregon, they're Oregonians and they obey the laws of Oregon, but they don't feel like Oregonians. We're like, in a way, it's almost like there's 3 different states. There's the Pacific Northwest, which is Northwest Oregon, and so the valley and the northern coast, and then it would be the northwestern part of the state. Then there's the southwestern part of the state, which is south of Eugene, mostly mountainous. It's where the Coast Range and the Cascade Range kind of come together. That's where like Medford, Klamath Falls, Ashland, Brookings, Roseburg. It's where UCC's at. And then there's Eastern Oregon, which is the other side of the Cascade, which has a completely different climate than us because the Cascades are so tall. That's it. So, and then there's, in specific, there's Southeast Oregon, which is basically a desert. So yeah, that's that. I don't have any more news briefs. I know it was kind of boring, but I'm just clarifying that Oregon's not under attack. A county of 7,000 people is being mildly occupied. So don't believe the hashtags. I mean, Oregon under attack has way less significance than Black Lives Matter. Way less. I mean, yes, it is a bad thing that a group of rednecks are holding a federal building, but here's the thing. It's dumb as hell. If they want, they're basically trying to raise a political argument in the middle of nowhere, you know? It's like, if you really want to get your point across for things, do it in a big city. And I think to myself, oh wait, you can't because you'll actually have opposition. Basically, what this is the bully of the school that's kind of dumb is picking on the short kid because the short kid can't fight back. Rather than taking on, I don't know, a football player or someone who actually is somewhat of a physical or mental superior to him. That's what this is. So, whatever. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I don't actually have my appointment today. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.